We have browsed through a lot of social media and found an experienced architect who may be able to help us explain many issues.
Well, okay. My name is Juning, and you can call me Jody in English. And my major is all the way is in architecture, and I graduated from University of New South Wales in 2019 in Master of Architecture. And currently, I'm working at one of the largest architecture firm on private limited since last year. Well, as my view of the Singapore architecture, I think I can describe it in two directions. One is that Singapore architecture combines the old trends with new technology trends together, because as you know, Singapore is a harbor, is a free harbor. Occupied and operated by British in 200 years ago, and due to its unique history, so a lot of the the arcade building along the old streets in Chinese is Qilo, or 5-foot way building. Is built, and most of this Qilo is decorated in Peranakan style, which is a Nyangre. Okay, but it was not tear down today, but it stands in some of the stand is CBD with a lot of the the surroundings, the high riser building for office. This is one way. The old and the old style and the new style trends all combined together. And the other way is, I think, is a combination of the solo use to multi-purpose use, because as you know, for the old types of Qilo, it is only mostly for the living only, but only a few for the shop house. But currently, most of these are used for multi-purpose usage, most of for the shop house, like the shop house, like the club, like some of the community club for the people's gathering. Even the kindergarten also operate in those kind of the building. Even the high rise building, right? Because is a multi-function. So of course the multi-function is occupied in those temporary building. Yeah.
How would you describe Singapore's approach on integrating contemporary and vernacular architecture?
Authorities in Singapore adopt 3 ways to integrate both. Firstly, maximum conservation on vernacular issues. URA adopted celebrated 3 principle, that is, maximum retention, sensitive restoration, and careful repair, to achieve this goal. Secondly, land value enhancing. For instance, during renewal processing, many pure residential shop houses in old days are converted as commercial types, studio office types, even public exhibition types. Thirdly, people's collaboration. So, purpose, as in old days, is not the first option, but multiple function spaces are designed to allow different ages users to participate in various spaces smoothly. Some even could attract multi-generation to work, enjoy, and communicate together.
Okay, how do cultural diversities shape Singapore's architectural identities?
architecture was summarized as three attributes in 2000 years ago, namely Vermitas, Utilitas, and Venustas, that is, strength, utility, and beauty. Firstly, beauty is the most splendid feature shaped by cultural diversity. For example, Peranakan residents would adopt Chinese Baroque on residential facade to demonstrate their social status and unique aesthetic. Secondly, utility is significantly determined by users' culture. For example, Chinese adopt Buddhism or folk temples consisting in 1 to 2 main halls, multi-site halls with small plazas in front of halls for prayers to pray, to gather wealthy luck, etc. While Europeans are keen on plazas, landscape areas, and even symmetry around church to highlight God's status in their heart. Thirdly, strength. Strength is not as typical as the other two elements, whereas craft of the Gothic church creates the fly butters to support lateral force trusses from upper structure, such as chimes in Singapore, while halls of Chinese temple never are constructed like that.
How do you view Singapore's architectural trends in the next 10 to 20 years?
While it remaining 3R methods for those vernacular architecture 100 years ago, new technologies on buildings are forced by relevant authorities nowadays, while user-friendly concept is emphasized more. On the one hand, green mark grade is mandatory feature for more and more buildings, from government new buildings to private developer building, such as natural ventilation, wall-mounted solar panel aspect. Minimal proportion of greenery cover, namely LRA, landscape replacement area, is increased all these years, so that greenery on roof garden, vertical plants on facade become more and more popular than ever. On the other hand, with aging trends, children lacking proportion trends are severe than ever. Plus, more female will choose full-time job voluntary. Work from home become realistic. Buildings shall be built or renewed according to these trends, such as mother and infant room is compulsory in shopping mall in next 2 years onwards.